Salvete discipuli. In today's lesson, we are returning to Alexandria, Egypt, where Quintus is about to make come true for Clemens that dream that lies in the hearts of all of us, namely, to own a glass shop. Postquam ad urbem advenimus, ego Clementi diu tabernam quaerebam. So the urbem here means Alexandria. After we got to the city, I was searching for a shop for Clemens for a long time. So Clementi here, this is dative singular. As you know, most of the time dative means to somebody or something. Here, for is a better translation. Clementi, for Clemens. Tandem barbilus, qui multa aedificia possedebat, mihi tabernam optimam obtulit. Finally, Barbalus, who owned many buildings, offered me the best shop. Okay, so ofero, the verb ofero, to offer, is from fero, and you have ob. In the perfect tense of fero is tuli, and so obtulit means to offer. The a of multa aedificia, these are neuter plurals. Haec taberna prope templum Isidis erat. This shop was near the temple of Isis. This is a genitive singular. Now you may recall, Clemens had taken the friend of Caecilius, Julius, into the temple of Isis way back when the volcano was exploding. So Clemens has a relationship with the goddess Isis. He actually abjured the Roman gods at that time, and he has now kind of aligned himself only with Isis. So Clemens would probably like a shop near the temple of Isis. In hac parte urbis via est, in qua omnes tabernarii vitrum vendunt. In this part of the city there is a road in which all the shopkeepers sell glass. Okay, so hac and parte are ablative singular. In hac parte, in this part. Urbis, genitive singular, in this part of the city. Okay, so get used to genitive. We're going to see it a lot. It's a common case, and now it is fully showing up. Now, it's very common that in the ancient world, and even in some parts of the world like the Middle East, there are like areas of a commercial district where like all of a certain thing is sold. Okay, so when I've traveled in the Middle East and I wanted to buy jewelry for like family back home, there would be like one street where all the jewelry shops were. Okay, so and that's kind of what's happening here. So this is the street of the people who sell glass. Facile est illis tabernariis mercem vendere, quod vitrum Alexandrinum notissimum est. It is easy for those shopkeepers to sell merchandise because Alexandrian glass is very famous. Okay, so these are dative plurals. Facile est illis tabernariis, dative plural. It's easy for them to sell merchandise. So Alexandrian glass, they had a lot of glass making techniques. Taberna quam barbilus mihi oferebat, optimum situm habebat, optimum lucrum. The shop which Barbalus was offering to me had the best location, the best profit. Okay, so understand that the verb habebat, it had the best location. You have to understand that verb again. Also, it had the best profit. We get the word lucrative from the Latin word lucrum, meaning profit. Barbilus tamen dubitabat. Barbalus, however, was doubtful. We have the word dubious in English, meaning to be doubtful about something. Sunt multae operae inquit in illa parte urbis. There are many hired thugs, he said, in that part of the city. Okay, so we had in hac parte urbis. Now we have in illa parte urbis, in that part of the city, genitive singular. Tabernarii operas timent quod pecuniam extorquent et vim inferunt. The shopkeepers fear the hired thugs because they extort money and use violence. Okay, so this is obviously where we get the word to extort. Okay, they use violence. Literally means to bring upon, inferunt, to bring upon violence, whim. Now, what this means is they're insisting on what's called protection money. Okay, so the way this scam works is I say, hey, give me some money and I can make sure your shop is protected. But what they really mean is if you don't pay the money, I'm the one that's going to hurt or kill you and destroy your shop. It's called protection money. Operae libertum meum interfecerunt qui nuper illam tabernam tenebat. Hired thugs killed my freedman who recently had that shop. Nuper is an adverb that means recently. Eum invia invenimus mortuum. We found him dead in the street. Okay, so the eum and the mortuum are both accusative singulars. They go together. So we found him, eum, in the street in via, but we found him mortuum, dead. Okay, so the purpose of this particular sentence constructed this way is to be like dramatic. Literally, him in the street we found, dead. Okay, even though basically grammatically we found him dead in the street. Libertus qui senex obstinatus erat operis pecuniam dare noluit. The freedman, who was an old stubborn man. Okay, senex, old man, obstinatus, stubborn. We have the word obstinate from this. Okay, he did not want, noluit. What did he not want to do? Infinitive dare, did not want to give. Direct object of dare, pecuniam, he did not want to give money. Dative, operis, to the hired thug. So he refused to pay the protection money, and they killed him to give an example to the rest of the street that you've got to pay the protection money or you end up like this, senex obstinatus. Operae eum necaverunt tabernamque diripuerunt. The hired thugs killed him. Okay, so here's the first part of the sentence. The hired thugs killed him. Que. And what did they do? They ransacked the shop. Clemens vir fortis non senex infirmus est ego barbilo respondi. Clemens is a brave man, not a sick old man, I responded to Barbalus. Remember, the I here is Quintus talking to Cogidubnus back in Britannia. Okay, he's telling the story of everything that happened from the volcano all the way to the time he arrives in Britannia. Fortuna semper ei fauet. Fortune always favors him. Now, ei is dative singular. To him or for him, also to her or for her. The verb fauet we learned in stage 11. This takes a dative object. Okay, so fortune always favors him. Okay, in isolation, ei would mean to him or for him, but here it is the dative object of the verb fauet. Hanc tabernam Clementi emere volo. I want to buy this shop for Clemens. Wolo, I want, infinitive, emere, to buy, I want to buy. Direct object of emere, hanc tabernam, this shop. And then dative, for Clemens. Tibi centum aureus ofero, placetne. I offer to you 100 gold pieces. Do you like it? So literally placetne means does it please? Okay. I offer, ofero. Here's what I offer. Centum aureos. There's your object, 100 gold pieces. Tibi, to you. I offer to you. The ne as a suffix on a word just creates a question. Okay, we've seen this before. So placetne, meaning does it please you? Literally, it means does it please, but the idea is the price acceptable? Now, the way negotiations work, Quintus is going to offer a sum of money that he knows is low. Barbalus is going to counter with a number that we know is high, and the negotiation will eventually meet in the middle. Okay? So let's see how the negotiation continues. Mihi placet. He took the price immediately. Mihi placet, responded Barbalus, centum aurei sufficiunt. I like it, responded Barbalus. Literally, it pleases me. 100 gold pieces sufficiunt, are enough, suffice. Okay, so this should be where Quintus says, whoa, wait a minute. I thought that was a low price, and Barbalus now is like immediately accepting my offer. How bad is the situation with those hired thugs? Barbilo igitur centum aureos traditi. Therefore, I handed over, traditi. Remember, the I of a perfect tense verb means I did something. I handed over to Barbalus, dative singular ending. And what did I hand over? Therefore, centum aureos, 100 gold pieces.